Hi, my name is Slay and welcome back to my channel. My voice might sound a little bit weird because I'm currently recovering from a cold because I stood outside in the freezing rain at the fairy pools in Scotland, which is topical because today we are talking about all of the things I bought in Scotland. I actually bought more things than I realized. It's fine. All of them are amazing and I'm very happy with my purchases, and some of them might be the best things that I've ever bought and I'm very excited about it. So let's get into it. I have a assortment of items. I have some coasters, I have some books, I have some weaponry, I guess we would call it. I have art prints, totes, and some mini little beverages. First of all, let's talk about the totes. I bought 2 totes. I thought I bought 3, but I guess I only bought 2 because clearly I don't have enough totes. The first is a classic. I got the Waterstones Edinburgh tote. It's so cute. They had a lot of different options. I really liked this one. I thought it was classic. I don't know, I'm basic, I like totes. It is what it is. It is what it is, I love it. Okay, the other one I got was in a little bookstore in the Isle of Skye. And it has like a little map of Skye and it's super cute and I love it. And they both happen to be navy blue. I don't know, it just happened. It just happened. Next, I got some art prints that I'm very thrilled about. So I got this one of Aileen Donan, I believe. Yes, Aileen Donan Castle, and it's gorgeous and it's beautiful and I love it. And then I got this one of a Highland cow. I love Highland cows so much. My one goal, my one must-see for all of Scotland for this trip was a Highland cow, and I saw one and my life was complete. I looked into its eyes, we became best friends for life, and that's it. I love him. Look at him. He's perfect in every possible way. Then I got this little collection of postcards, and I actually got something very similar when I went to Iceland about a year and a half ago, I think. Yes, a year and a half ago. And when I saw these, I remembered what I'd gotten in Iceland and I was like, oh my god, how fun. So I got something similar. So this one is bog water, this one is drizzle, and this one is the North Sea. So basically they're just like kind of the colors of Scotland. And I got something similar for Iceland, and it's, I don't know, I like it. I just like it a lot. I think they're really cute and pretty. I would love to display them all at some point in my home. So there we go. And then I got this little magnet of a Highland cow. The last couple places that I've visited, I've gotten just little like sentimental magnets, and I've been kind of like collecting them on my fridge. I by no means need to get a magnet of every place that I visit because I only started this like a year ago, and if I had been doing that all my life, I would have like 55 magnets and that would be kind of insane. But I don't know, just wherever I feel like it, if I find a magnet that I like. I don't know, it's kind of nice to have a little collection of magnets from all over the world on my fridge. So then I got 2 coasters, and I didn't even realize I got these from completely different places, but they're by the same manufacturer because of course like a lot of gift shops, they have kind of like the same folks in them because they all like collaborate. But I got these 2 little coasters. This is just like this really beautiful design in like a mossy green. And then this one, once again, we have our favorite Highland cow. Can we see that there's a theme? Maybe. Then we have what I am referring to as the weaponry, because I got this dagger, and look at it! I am finally adding to my sword and dagger collection. Thank goodness. I wanted to get one of the swords that were there, and oh my god, there's so many beautiful swords. There's so many beautiful swords. And there was this like axe pistol thing that was like the handle of like an old like 1910s like era pistol, and then it like had like an axe on the front, and that was really cool. But none of that would fit in the bag that I had brought, because I had brought a checked-in bag, which no, not a checked-in bag. I only brought a backpack and a carry-on suitcase, which I ended up having to check in on the way back, because obviously this was not going to go through TSA. So this was one of the ones that they had there that I would be able to fit in my bag, and I love it. And actually, it is a mini replica of Geralt of Rivia's sword in The Witcher, as you can see from the little handle decal here as well. So that's pretty awesome. Looking forward to looking at this while I continue reading the Witcher series. Then we have either the most exciting or the second most exciting up next to the dagger purchase, which is this tiny suit of armor helmet. I love it so much. The little, this comes up too, look at that. It has this little stand. I mean, is this the best thing I've ever purchased in my life? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Look at it! I love it so much! I also had to fit this in my bag to be checked in on the way back. So, you know, I pack well. Look at it! I'm so obsessed. I have no idea where I'm gonna put it. There's so many options. There's so many places I could put it. I wish I could have gotten more. No, Soleil, no. One suit of armor helmet at a time, okay? I can get another one when I go back. And then I can have a little collection. Oh my god. And these two were both from the Knight's Vault in Edinburgh, and they do ship internationally. So I instantly got their business cards after I became friends with the owner. And I might be making an online purchase. So shipping costs are between 20 and 80 pounds is what they told me then, depending on where you live. So I will be a frequent customer, that's for sure. Next up, I have some books. Oh, I got a lot more books than I thought I would. I knew I would be getting some books because there were a couple UK covers that I've had my eye on for a while, and I usually get them on Blackwell's. They have free shipping to the US and to a lot of other countries as well. Check them out. And I actually visited Blackwell's in person. I wanted to get a tote, but they didn't have any like Blackwell's totes. So it's okay. I already have 2 other totes. I don't need any more totes, but let's talk. So I went to Waterstones, Blackwell's, and some smaller bookstores. I went to one in Isle of Skye. I also stopped at the airport bookstore, because why not? So I think it was the W.H. Smith one. So let's start off with this one, which did get damaged in my bag, but it is what it is. I got The Wake Up Call by Beth O'Leary. I have all of Beth O'Leary's other books in these covers as well. I do enjoy her work. They aren't my favorite books, but I like the stories. All of them have been pretty solid, between 3 and 4 stars for me. And I want to see what she has in store, because I feel like her stories kind of keep getting better, although I really didn't like the road trip. The road trip was a mess, but that's for another video. So The Wake Up Call. I'm really excited about this one. This one is about a hotel business that's been struggling for years, and basically when one of the people who works there finds a wedding ring and like returns it, the reward could fix all of like the management problems, the reward money. So there's like a bunch of other lost items that they decide to try and reunite with their owners to possibly get some more reward money and get the hotel back on its feet. And there are 2 like rival employees that have to work together, and it might turn into a romance. Then I have The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. This is the first book in the Mistborn series. I actually wanted to get both book 1 and book 2 while I was there, but these are pretty thick, and as you can tell, I already had a lot of things to bring back, and book 2 I only was able to find on like my second to last day in the bookstore in the Isle of Skye. So, you know, I decided just to stick with the first one that I bought. Also, Personally, I do think it's best to, you know, not buy multiple books in a series that you haven't read yet. Even though I've heard only amazing things about this series, I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy it. But you never know. Best not to spend the money if you don't even know if you like the series. I don't even know much about this. I know that it is a expensive world, a high fantasy series, and that's all I really know. And that's all I kind of want to know before I dive into this. So if you are interested in the Mistborn series, I recommend looking up the description on your own time. Then we have The Divine Might, Goddesses in Greek Myth by Natalie Haynes. So this is another addition to my mythology collection. I have quite a few books on myths and myth retellings and all of that. So this just, it called to me. This is about a lot of different goddesses in Greek mythology and kind of having their stories retold. So this was also the author of Pandora's Jar, which I also heard the good things about and also want to read at some point. Then while I was in the Isle of Skye, it felt only fitting that I get the anthology of Scottish folk tales. So there were a lot of different collections of Scottish folk tales. This one just kind of called to me. I thought that one day, far in the future, one day, reading this to my kids would be lovely. So this sounds like a gosh darn good time. And then last of all, this one I picked up in the W.H. Smith bookshop in the airport because I had some time to kill before my flight, as I always do. And then I saw this and I was like, you know what? This sounds excellent. So this is The Natural History of Crime, and it is by Patricia Wiltshire, and it is case studies in death and the clues nature leaves behind. This sounds absolutely fascinating. It's about a forensic ecologist who spends time at crime scenes looking at evidence, collecting samples, and trying to figure out what happened to like the situation in this person using the natural world to solve these crimes. So it sounds absolutely fascinating and I can't wait to dive into it. It sounds so good. Also such an interesting thing to learn about, as I almost went into forensic science because why not? And last of all, I got these two little beverages. So I got a single malt Scotch whiskey and a Inverness gin while I was there as well. One for me and one for my partner because while in Scotland. So those were all of the things that I got while in Scotland. I also got a like very light raincoat and waterproof like pants to put over your pants because the weather will do that. So those are all the things. Let me know if you've been to Scotland, what you thought of the items I got, and if you're going anywhere sometime soon. But otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!